Hello and welcome or welcome back to my Flosstube channel. My name is Lizzie and you can find me here, well you have found me here on YouTube and you can find me on Instagram as at this Mrs Fisher, all one word, this Mrs Fisher _stitches. Great to have you here. Thank you for coming back if you're a subscriber. If you're not and you're new here, I really hope you like what you see and hear. I haven't filmed for a while. I keep meaning to, and then someone is always in the house, or the house is empty when people are asleep, and you get everything out and somebody walks in and says, "Hi, do you want a cup of tea?" And it's like, no, I want to film a Flosstube. I've got people upstairs asleep. The older daughter and her boyfriend are upstairs. My younger daughter is at work. Bless her, she had a 6 o'clock start. She has a job at McDonald's, and it's not that local to us, but it is local to her dad. So she had to leave the house at 5:15 this morning, which meant we were up at 4 something. Oh, it's Saturday. It's Saturday the 23rd of August, and it's about nearly 8 o'clock in the morning. Husband is doing the weekly shop, which is why I'm filming. So yeah, got time, got space, got quiet, and nobody watching me, which is good. So I was wondering if I showed you, actually no, I will come back to that one in a bit. I haven't got masses of projects to show you. I've got a restart and 3 whips. So whips are works in progresses, things that I've already shown once and have continued working on. Oh, and a new start. I do have a new start. I forgot about that. That's here. Should I start with that? Sorry to any headphone wearers. I just need to do some Velcro. It's living in my project folder from Tiger Lily Designs. I got a couple of her project folders because I love them. But then I realised how much money I was spending on them, especially well, it's not these that are expensive, it's shipping from the States. So yeah, I had to stop that crazy behaviour. I helped my lovely friend Fiona sort out her craft room recently, and in doing that she very kindly gave me her 14 count Ada because she doesn't stitch on it anymore, and I do like stitching on 14 count Ada when I've got a headache. Because I don't have to concentrate quite so much, or get ice. Like, it doesn't make the headache any worse because I'm not using my eyes as concentrating. What am I trying to say is that I've started something on some of the Ada that Fiona gave me. It's a green sparkly Ada, but I don't think you'll see the sparkles. And I'm stitching, oh excuse me, like I said, I've been up since 4 something. I'm stitching Tiny Modernist Cardinal Biscornu, but I haven't got a bit of Cardinal. I have, however, finished the bottom apart from the outline. Isn't that pretty? My Christmas baubles. My children, I did this about at the start of August, and my younger daughter was very confused why I was stitching Christmas baubles. And then I've got that far on the top, so I'm not sure I'll have it finished for Christmas. I started it because I just fancied doing a biscornu. I love biscornus. I just love the shape of them when they're finished. It's just so pleasant to give them a little squish. But I'm quite pleased with that. Can you see the sparkle? Oh, there's a bit, yeah. I hope that comes across on your TV or phone or whatever. What do you watch Flosstube on? I generally watch Flosstube on my phone while I'm stitching. And I know some people cast it to their tellies, in which case great to see the stitching, but the people might be quite big too, which is also fine. I was just curious as to what people watch it on. Anyhow, that was my new start. I think that's the only new start. I'll pop that away before I forget. There we go. Sorry if you can hear the dog tippy-tapping around. They have been out this morning, so they should settle. Although we've got lots of birds in the garden at the moment and the dog is going bonkers for them. Something I've been working on, which I haven't shown for a while, is a piece that was in our swag bag at Stitch North. It's Maple Leaf Henna Sampler by Thread the Needle Designs. And I'm stitching it on a piece of 25 count even weave, I think in the colour, oh, what's it called? It's got a funny name, like a Scandinavian name. It's by Roxy Flosstube. Do I have a piece of paper with its name on? No, I've just got needles. I keep it in this lovely speculas, that's what it is. I thought if I change the subject I'd remember. 25 count speculas. It lives in this bag by Grandma's Treasures. I want to say Grandma, but I know it's not. It's Grandma's Treasures. Anyway, in this project bag, it came with a thread bed. Here is my stitching. So it's 1/1 on 25 count speculas by Roxy Flosco. I'm really enjoying it. This has lived upstairs by my desk and I'm not sure why it's not there anymore. I think I might have taken it out in the car once to do something on, because it's quite good to just grab for when I've got a work meeting and that I'm not really too involved with, so I just grab that and do a bit of stitching, and that lives in there. Awesome. What's next on the table? So I said I had a restart, and my restart, oh, bear with me, I'm just going to run and fetch something. Okay, so my restart was of the Quackalong by Star Parade Designs, by Michael of Star Parade Designs. It's going to look like this. I'm not sure where my paper copy of the pattern is. This is how far I got with my first attempt before I realised that the colours really were just not good for that fabric choice. It needed to be on something a lot darker using that colour. And something a lot less blue, obviously, so you couldn't see the stitch definition. So I UFO'd that one, unfinished objected it, and it just lives folded up in my diary. It's weird, I keep a stitch diary and I go through fits and spats of writing down what I've stitched each day, so I don't think I've touched it since June. Yeah, but I knew that was in there, so that's great. And I have restarted it, and I'm stitching it now on, oh, where's the label? I went and found the label of the fabric so that I could tell you exactly what it was. Bear with me. Oh, it's on the table somewhere. It's not a very big table, it's just quite a cluttered table. 1, 2, these are my projects I'm going to show you in a minute. Oh, here it is. So I'm stitching it on fabric by The Beautiful Stitch. I've joined their fabric of the month, and I just get a piece of 13 inches by 18 inches of 46 count, and this was the July Fabric Club, and it's called Washed Denim, and I've restarted it on that. I've started in the bottom corner, bottom right hand corner, and that's where I've got to so far. Quite pretty. I love the colours, and I'm using I've got it written on the back of, well, not written, I've taped the thread cards to the back of this floss organizer that Fiona gifted me. I'm using Romy's Creations Tiffany, which is this blue colour, this like Tiffany blue colour, and Great Lakes by Roxy Flosco for the contrast. I think I will mix in some other colours at some point, like the duck over here is the rubber duck, and I'll probably give him an orange beak. Maybe not that orange, maybe something a bit lighter. And mix in some other colours like a red love heart, etc, etc. I'm really enjoying that. I do look like a bit bonkers when I'm stitching on it because I have to wear my magnifying glass so I can see what I'm working on, and I've often got my big headphones on as well. So yeah, it's a look, a stitcher's look, but we're all used to it. Nobody minds. My family's used to me looking crazy. Now my question is to myself, can I get this finished in time for Big Stitch, for the big everybody show their Quackalong off together moment? We'll see. At the moment I'm on just over 5%. It's not bad. Just over 5%. And I started it well, after this arrived in July, a few days after it arrived, because it took me a while to think what to use it for. Okay, another whip that you've seen lots and lots if you're a regular subscriber is AKGIT by Modern Folk Embroidery, which the cover photo looks like this, and I'm doing it quite differently. I'm doing it with colour, and I've made masses of progress since you last saw it. Here it is. Since I think it was last seen, I've finished this motif here and done this blue, and this is the full width of it, and I've done the orange tree as well, or well, most of the orange tree. It's coming on really well. Stitching it 1/1 on 28 count even weave, using the Roxy Flosstube threads in the my binder ring just opened. Whoops. Yeah, Roxy Flosstube Pride pack, the second Pride pack they made, which I believe one of the members of staff curated. I can't remember who, sorry. There we are. I love it. I love it, I love it, love it. And I was thinking, do I want to rush this to get it finished for Big Stitch, or do I want to savour it some more? I mean, it's going to virtually fill this piece of fabric. I don't think there's any chance of me getting it finished for Big Stitch, but I have made good progress, and that's what it's all about. Something else I think I've made good progress with is Baldwin's Birds. Now I'm stitching this on a piece of Swan Bay fabric, which was gifted to me in a raffle by the lovely Marie of Swan Bay Fabric, Stitches and Diamonds, and it's in the colourway Heartfield Moss, and it's 36 count. And I'm stitching 1/1 on it with DMC 501. I have done, since you last saw it, I've got those two birds in, and these, the cornucopia, is that what they're called? Cornucopias? Tops? Isn't it fab? I'm over 30% with this now, so that's great. I would like it finished by the end of the year, but we'll see how we go. No pressure. Here's my back. I'm quite proud of the back of this one. I don't often show my backs because they're often a rat's nest. But yeah, there's the front, there's the back. I love stitching this. This design is an absolute delight to stitch. If you haven't started it and you're thinking of doing it, do it faster, do it sooner, because I don't know how it happens. Some patterns are horrible to stitch. The flow just isn't there. This one, it flows. You don't need to think about where you're going to go. You just I love it. And if I was a monogamous stitcher, it would be finished by now. But I'm not a monogamous stitcher. I like having many projects on the go so I can switch and change. But I'm quite proud of how much progress I have made on it. Oh look, it's got an orange bit of thread on it. Oh, silly. Oh well. Right, put that to one side. And then my last project I've been working on is Arabesque by Jan Hicks Designs. It's going to look like this. Only mine's not going to look like this because, again, I've, oops, just picking up a needle minder. I've injected a bit of colour into it. This I'm stitching on Temptation by Roxy Flosco on a 36 count. And this is where it's at. Oh, let me just find some paper to go on the back so you can see the red colour as well. This is just a spare thread, I think. Yeah. So I think since you last saw it, I've maybe done this, these two letters C and D, and the inside, and finishing round here. It's going to be very, very bright on my wall. And I love it. It's coming out exactly as I imagined. The orange isn't as bright as I imagined, I must admit. This is nice yellow, and this is quite a pale orange. I think it's vitamin C, maybe. Yeah, by Roxy Flosco. It's not quite as bright as I was expecting it to be next to the yellow and all the other colours, but it works, and I've got a lot of it, so I will continue to use it rather than switch it out, because I think I bought 4 skeins. Yeah, not knowing that if doing it 1/1, you probably only need 1 skein of that colour. I've got so much. But yeah, those are the colours I'm using. Starburst Cherry, Blue Lagoon, Limelight, but only the green of the Limelight. I'm fussy cutting that. Vitamin C and Neon Lights. They're so bright on that fabric. Look. Wow. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I probably shouldn't store it in a tube forever because it will get stripes. So that's all my stitching. Not masses, but masses of progress. So not masses of projects, but masses of progress. I've done thousands and thousands of stitches recently, and I'm feeling quite proud of that. My plans are to make a proper start on my sister's birthday present for next year. She's got a big birthday coming up. And I've said I would stitch this for her. It's by Doodle Craft Designs, and it says it's a violin, but it could equally be a viola, which is what she plays. We saw it at the Festival of Stitches, somewhere in London. The exhibition. I want to say Ali Pali, but it wasn't Alexandra Palace. It was somewhere else. Was it Ali Pali? Anyhow, that's where I saw it. I bought it online because it didn't have it unless you bought the kit, and I didn't want it on 32 count because it would be huge. Or I think they only had it in Ada as well, and I wanted to do it on linen. So I have chosen this colour, which is called Mary's Sampler. I think it's quite a good match to this. It's another Swan Bay Fabrics. I think I may have showed you the start I made when I did my last whip parade. There we go. I did all those stitches on my sister's birthday, so I can say it took a year from her birthday, or however long it took from her birthday. I've said that it's Mary's Sampler, and I think as well as working on it, I'm going to spend some time kitting up, like floss bobbinating and storing properly the flosses. My husband, bless him, he does like the middle of Lidl. You know, the aisles where they sell the most random stuff you can think of. And a while back he came home with this fishing tackle bag, and I was like, neither of us fish. Oh, my dog's just got out of bed. I was like, who's up? This fishing tackle bag, but it comes with these boxes. I think for putting things like hooks and maggots and worms in. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I've used it so far. I've kitted up, well, I haven't kitted up, I've transferred my mirabilia into it, into one of the boxes. So it's got 4 boxes, and that's what she's going to look like. She's going to be beautiful if I ever stitch that. So I think I might spend the Women's Rugby World Cups on this video for the next few weeks. I'm going to spend time kitting up, floss winding and numerically storing into here, because this doesn't have a project bag. Not sure where I'm going to keep the actual stitching. Maybe on an urge. I'm really bad at taking things off and reducing tension. I could just stick it on a Q snap and be done, couldn't I? But that needs to be worked on, otherwise she'll have her big birthday and I'll just still be holding a piece of paper. No, fabric. Oh, I don't have any purchases to show you because I've been really good recently. I've realised that I have borderline too much cross stitch supplies. When I say borderline, I mean it in this house that can't hold anything else, and so until I've used what I've got, I probably don't need to buy anything. I've got my 46 count coming in from the company who I mentioned earlier, and I can't remember the name of. Sorry, I'm tired. Yeah, I've got that coming in because I don't have any 46 count fabric. I don't have any 40 count fabric really either. But I thought 46 count, with my little magnifier glass, you get more projects per square inch. So I've got that. That's not masses a month. That's like, I think £15 a month for that piece of fabric. I've even gone so far as to cancel, only just done it, so I've got 3 more issues, my Cross Stitcher magazine subscription, which I've had since 2015 or earlier. I've got some issues from 2012, but I can't remember if I bought them from the shop. I've even cancelled that. And so yeah, I'm actually looking forward to stitching what I've got. Does that make sense? However, if you see me at a retreat or a cross stitch shop, don't hold me to what I've just said, because I'll get quite stroppy and start spending just out of pure nobody tells me what to do-ness. But yeah, that's my plan, is to stitch more of what I've got and less of what I haven't. Because what I've got is great. It's just these designers are so tempting, aren't they? I have 2 Patreons. I've got a Love Poppet Patreon and the Artsy Housewife. I love both their designs. And I haven't stitched anything from the Patreons, but I like supporting them anyway, if that makes sense. And also that's all digital, so it doesn't take up any space, does it? But yeah, I need to reduce, like I had really strong, when I was walking the dogs, I had a really strong urge to start a new bothy kit, because I've got 30 maybe bothy kits not started, which is ridiculous. And I'm just looking up there because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on 11 on a shelf up there, and then a bag of them from before they started putting them in boxes. There's another bag over there. So many. I need to do something about it. So fingers crossed I can do that. And also I want to get some finishes as well. Yeah, really short video. because I haven't got masses of projects done. I've done masses on projects, and that's okay. Stitch what makes you happy. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.